Greetings everyone, what is up? It's me here again, Tam Prime 1 with another video review. If you're on this video review, we'll be taking a look at Transformers Legacy United Titan Class Tidal Wave. Now, I will say this. You guys are looking right at me, and you're probably wondering, why are we looking at you right now? Why are we looking at this ugly face of yours? Well, for one reason, because whenever I decided to set up this whole get-up for the Titan Class Tidal Wave figure, let's just say that I've been realizing with how big some of these figures, well, with how big a bunch of these Titan Class figures have been, I'm just thinking, might as well just face them towards me because of how small this table is. Because even if I was to bring up these sides, it would still be like a pretty small table. But other than that, well, straight up, it's because of that right there. It's just because of that, because I just want for you guys to get to see the whole figure right here as much as possible, because whenever I have to reach my arms around the camera, it's really hard for me to really focus on trying to transform this guy or any other Titan Class figure. So any figure that's this size or greater, or just a hair smaller than him, then yeah, right here. But for any other Titan Class figure that that's called Titan Class figure, because I've heard about the latest one that's supposed to come on out by next year sometime. For this guy right here, I decided just to go ahead and face the camera towards me to make things much easier. So yeah, you're welcome. So now let's go ahead and take a quick look at Titan Class Tidal Wave's box right here. Taking a look at his box, you can definitely see Tidal Wave with what looks to be, I think, Ironhide right here, along with quite a few Autobots down here. I can't really recognize these Autobots down here at all. I can't recognize the Autobots right over there either, but this definitely gave me the Transformers video game vibe from back whenever I was a teenager in middle school. But yeah, you can definitely tell, they made him pretty big, but I can definitely tell he's not as big as I originally thought he was going to be. But yeah, taking a look at the size right here, he's definitely massive, and I also love the paint scheme on him, because the paint scheme right here is definitely a representation of what he used to look like, of what he looked like in Armada before they decided to give him the green color scheme. Don't know why they gave him the green color scheme, but I'll say this, it definitely worked. It worked well with him. Also, since I have the laptop over here, I'm going to also give a shout out to someone that, hang on for a second, let me see if I can find them real fast. No, search account. My channel. Let's go to my channel, because it shouldn't be too far. That was from 10 years ago. It's a video that automatically plays for me. Oh, for me, you shouldn't have. Let's see here. Okay, let's see here, right about here. This is the one right here. Pausing that and scrolling on down. Aha. From Yeet King 142's. Cool video. He looks cool. By the way, fun fact, in the Japanese version of Armada, Tidal Wave was called Shockwave, then called Shock Fleet. So my only guess is that the only reason why they call him Shockwave, especially since I heard them mention him, call him Shockwave in the series, wherever I purchased the DVD set, is because of the purple color scheme. But they changed his name around for Tidal Wave. Whenever they recolored him, I have his other version right nearby. I'll show that in a second. But yeah, I understand why they decided to call him Shockwave, but I like the name Tidal Wave better because it definitely gives more emphasis on his character, especially since he's more meant to be on the water compared to anything else. And also calling him Shock Fleet, that's understandable, especially since he does separate into different smaller pieces of himself, especially to combine with Megatron. But as we all know, with this big guy right here, he separates in he has miniature versions of himself that are combined onto him, that combine onto Leader Class Megatron. So yeah, and speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I am not going to worry too much on the vehicle size comparison in this video, only the robot comparison. So yeah, that right there. So yeah, shout out to Yeet King 12222. And yes, I went ahead and said it. So let's go ahead and put that on down right there. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the back, the sides of the box right here. You can definitely see Legacy United right there with Magna Boss. I think Magna. No, wait. I can't remember his name off the top of my head now. Brain fart. Also, we have like animated Optimus Prime right there, along with Tiger Hog right there, Wingblade I think right there, Tidal Wave himself right there, and all sorts of other Transformers on here, all sorts of them. Very nice. Oh, animated Bumblebee, and also the Shock Fleet right here. I'm just going to call him the Shock. He's also called Dark Fleet as well. And also here is the repainted version of Megatron from the Legacy United line, known the repainted version of Megatron as Galvatron. I can't talk today right now, and I'm having brain farts at the same time. So bear with me, please. And I also have a small headache still. I don't know why I have a small headache still. Right here you can see the little miniature fleet right here that combines onto Megatron and Galvatron right here. Also, he has a little base mode, and that's one thing I've noticed with a lot of the Titan class figures. They have a base mode, or all of them or a lot of them have a base mode. Also, the big gigantic robot mode right here, and the big fleet mode right here. And here's this little vehicle mode right here. And I'll admit there's not much to actually look at on the box right here, so let's go ahead and take a quick look at the figure itself. Now, here's the figure itself. Very nicely done. Beautifully made. I'm loving what they had done with Tidal Wave right here. Even though Fans Hobbyist versions could probably be a lot better compared to this one, I do appreciate what Hasbro has actually done for us for this guy right here. One of the main issues I'm having right now is Armada Universe Optimus Prime Commander class. They have yet to release a version of Jetfire and Overload that combines with him. That's one of the major disappointments. It's kind of like when they came out with like Combiner Wars Megatron, like both Armada and G1 versions. Like I'm pretty disappointed they did not come on out with I'm not too disappointed because I really wasn't thinking on that back then. But yeah, like you understand what I'm saying though. You understand what I'm saying. Like I'm disappointed they haven't come on out with a combined like Jetfire and Overload to combine with Optimus Prime, along with other varied versions, like another Cybertron version of Optimus Prime. Well, an actual Cybertron version of Optimus Prime, along with Energon Optimus Prime, Energon Wing Saber, Cybertron Wing Saber, Leo Breaker, and Omega Supreme. Like, I'm pretty disappointed they haven't come on out with them, but I think they're just wanting to test to see how well the audiences are going to react, especially to the Energon Megatron, which I have. But quite frankly, I haven't managed to keep up with him. Things have been just chaotic. So now, back to this guy right here. But yeah, I love this guy right here. You can see right in the back of him right here, you can see his little miniature version right here, of the main vehicle component right here. Also, right up in here are the miniature arms right up in here. And right over here, you can see the little feet right there. The little feet. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that fell off. And just so you all know, he is not actually a transformer. He's more of a parts former, because I'm surprised they didn't make it to where this thing could slide up and down. I'm surprised they didn't do that, especially since it looks like they could have maybe worked that into this right here. But he is definitely a parts former, and you technically did see me transform fully on my box unboxing video. I'm telling you, I'm having brain farts right now. So please stand by. So yeah, very nicely done. So yeah, very nice looking vehicle mode right here. Love the way they made this guy right here. Loving it. And I also love the little rocket boosters in the back. And quite frankly, not much to actually look at it. Oh, I just noticed this right here. Notice these little turbines below him. And also I'm going to show you this as well. Like for his little feet, you get to put this little toe into a little slot back there, like this, like it's this one little toe right here that has to go into that little slot right there, and you have to tab him onto the side right there of his leg. Like, here we go. I'll show you guys. I can go fast. And also there's a little tab up here as well. So yeah, You have that right there. You have that. But other than that, a really good figure. Really nice looking figure. I really do like what they did with Tidal Wave. Oh yeah. Now for the vehicle comparisons. Hang on, let me adjust my camera a wee bit. And also sorry about the mess in the background right there. Christmas time and all. Christmas time and all. Let's see if that'll work right there. More or less. There we go. There we are. I'm going to try to center it a bit more. I keep on forgetting the camera's over here. Okay, centered now. So I'm going to go ahead and do the comparisons. Like, not many vehicle comparisons, I'll admit. I'm just going to do Armada, the original Armada Megatron. You guys can see the comparison right there. There you go. Now for the Armada Legacy Evolution Universe Megatron. There you have this right here. Also, I'll say this, like, try to keep up with these little bits right here. These little bits can easily fall off if you're not too careful. And it also looks like mine's pretty bent. Also, last but not least, let's go ahead and try and take a quick look at Armada Tidal Wave. His other missiles in the tote somewhere. I couldn't find it, so I decided, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and put him. I'm just going to go ahead and bring him on up here as he is right now. So let's go ahead and bring him on back right here. So you guys can definitely tell the difference in size comparison right there. You have that right there. Whew. Pretty good. Pretty decent enough of a comparison. Pretty decent enough. Now, to do this though, as properly as possible, I'm going to go ahead and transform this big guy right here into his Dark Fleet mode real fast. Because that's pretty much like of how Tidal, because like it's easier to configure him into his Dark Fleet mode. More or less. Like the tabs are a bit small, so you have to mash them together. Come on, there we go. There we are. Yeah, that first part is done. The same part over here. Now, I want to show you guys this right here. These are where the shoulder joints are at, and this is where well, you guys saw the shoulder joints earlier in a different video. This right here is like the little tab. There's like a little slot for the tab that's right here. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. You guys can see that pretty well. Because like this tab goes onto this side. I'm still surprised they did not have that till like, you know, because like you would honestly think they would have it to where this thing would like can slide forward and back this way a bit. Now also one thing that I noticed was that they did this right here. Just rotate this on down. That'll go into there. This right here, you fold that on down. There you go. The R, and for him, you can definitely see his head right there. They didn't have you can't really push on his head because of this thing right here. But also one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this little piece on out right here. Sorry about that. Itchy upper lip. And just try to, there you go. Oh, that's right. That's one thing I keep on forgetting about that. I honestly don't think they should have done this. Like you have to lift this on up a bit to free this little tab right here. Then just like I just lifted it up a little bit and then push it on down and push it right on forward. Also keep this on up as well because like you have a couple of slots right here in Tidal Wave. So that way you guys can just do this right here. Let's see. There we go. There we are. You can see a couple of tabs right there. A couple of tabs. There you have that. And that does, and well, that just comes on up. I don't fully know why, but I think it's like to cover up the back piece. I'm not for sure, but that would have been, well, this would have been this would have really worked out a lot better if they had it to where this thing could fold up into there to like fill in the gap. Don't know why they didn't do it like that, but yeah. I'm just glad I got that right there. So I'm just going to take this little bit right here, put it over here for right now. And here is the Dark Fleet that they have made. And now for the Dark Fleet from Tidal Wave right here. I know this is going to be right on camera. As I said before, I'm not going to worry too much about this because of how big this guy is right here. Now this, I'd say this is more of an improvement from what they have made currently, because like, there we go, there we are, and I still have my little mini con right in here, Ramjet, and he's stuck inside of there, right there. Oh wait, he's not even, uh-oh, uh-oh. Let me try to fix this up, let me try to fix this one up. There you go, push on down, there we go, there's that. And just push this on forward right here, push it on forward, and there we go. I doubt I'm going to even do a robot comparison of him in his robot mode with him. But yeah, here he is, right here. Here he is, right here. And right there, you guys can see the comparisons as much as possible. So yeah, you guys can see how big this thing is right here. There you go. They have all this right here. Now for the mini Dark Fleet. I meant to do that. I meant to do that. There we go, right there. Take this. I do love the fact they have it to where like you could take the mini Dark Fleet and just like, well, the miniature versions and just plug them together as like a miniature version of the Dark Fleet. There we go, and we'll grab this piece on up right here. Fold this right up right here. I'm now beginning to wish that they would have made a head mold for right in here. That would have been pretty nifty, but I kind of understand why they did this right here so that way you could close, because like these things right here have a tab. Hang on. They have a tab that will go in the slot right there. You can see the slot over there. And just push this right up right here. And I'll admit this, I do wish that Hasbro would like maybe take a page from the third-party companies to making their figures the right way. Also with these things with this thing right here. Here we go. Fold this on out a good bit. Wait, not fold on out. Oh boy, I messed up a wee bit. I keep on forgetting. Like with this thing right here, you have to really try to fold this. Yep. Almost. And so far, there we have that right there. The miniature Dark Fleet. I'll just put this all on my lap. This way it's out of camera view. Put all this together for the mini Dark Fleet. Yeah, that right there, you have all this done up with. Oh boy, this is going to be fun just to pretty much clean up and reassemble into his little base mode. So we're going to go ahead and get down to his little base mode. I'm going to take these things off, put them onto the coffee table right behind me. Put them onto the coffee table right there. There we go. Now, for me to try to remember how the whole thing goes, if I have to, I'll just look at the box, in which I put the box over there. I put it over there. Now the main thing I remember is, like, see if I can remember correctly, I'm going to go, this is why I say the parts former. Go ahead, pull this, hit this all the way out right there, goes that on up right there, then you want this over here, just rotate this on out right here as well. I just hoping I'm doing this correctly, and yes, the little feet for Megatron are in here. I'm not for sure if I'm even going to do. Focus on those right there at all. Hang on for a second. use these with the cheat sheet instructions if I have to. If you didn't hear me, I said I want to use these as a bit of a cheat sheet instructions if I have to. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, so I'm pretty much on the right track. Just going to have to bring this one out right here with this. Bring this one out too. Now what we're technically going to have to do is take this bit right here, bring it on up, rotate, if I remember, if I'm looking at this correctly, yep, rotate. No, wait, this remains like this right here. What you want to do with this is just bring this around. There you go. Take Tidal Wave's head, rotate it around. You have a little tab that will go into a slot on the back of his head. There we go. And what you want to do with this is, we're pretty much putting him into his robot mode, but we're not going to go into his full-fledged robot mode right off the bat yet. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's see here. We're going to take this right here, rotate, fold these on up right here. Make sure to, if you can, tab them on into place. Take this, tab this right to here. I think you have to bring, oh wait, that's for the combined, I'll just leave that on off for the combined mode. We're going to get down to that later on. Put that right there. And take this part of the dog fleet, split it in two, because if I remember correctly, this one will go underneath him right to here. This one little bit is to go, let's see, his arms right here, you're going to go ahead and split them in half. Go ahead, bring out these little shorter pieces right here. Let's see if I'm looking at this correctly. Go ahead and plug that in right there. Rotate it down, rotate that on up. Yep, that's correct. Same thing with this side right here. And if you're wondering, yes, I'm winging it. I'm winging it. So what? So survey. If I remember correctly, I think this one goes like this right here. I also have the instructions over here as well for just in case. Okay, so this piece right here just goes right on up as well. And now this piece right here connects onto the side. Hang on for a second. Okay, showing the Decepticon symbol has to face this way, and I have to connect it. I think onto the. Just look at the instructions. Ah, that's right. This thing comes. You want to combine a part on out. Bring this on up and just plug that right into the port right there. It's not. And this thing should be plugging on in. And just rotate this on forward-ish. Take this piece right. Take these things right here, disconnect them. This piece right here, bring this on out, and I will tab right into there. And for this bit right here, where does that bit go on to? Looking on here, but oh crap! Oh scrap! Oh, it goes on to this side over here. Get to fold out this one little piece right here. I want to leave these on out because I want to combine him with Megatron next. Bring it on over here and just plug him in right here, and you have all the storage for tidal wave all set right there. Take these pieces on off right there. There we go. We are. I think if I look at it correctly, I think at the tab these things onto these areas over here. So yeah, here's this little base mode. Here's this little base mode. So yeah, not too bad. Not too bad, I must say. They definitely did. Oh, really? It's a pretty good job. It's a pretty good job. I might have worked on this a bit more, but they definitely did a pretty good job with the overall base mode for tidal wave right here. I really do like this. So yeah, they have that right there. They have that. Now I'm going to go ahead and edit the video to where he is now fully assembled, to where like he's more assembled, but to where I want to combine it with Megatron. Okay, now to show you all, like, okay, I already have him assembled, have all this stuff assembled properly, and yes, you see the Star Saber right here because of one little thing. I will be showing that to you real soon. Now, I want to go ahead and show you guys how to configure Megatron into his little combined mode for tidal wave. Now, so far these little tabs are already have. Now, so far these little tabs are out of their slots from right here. Go ahead and take Megatron. Go ahead and just take this little piece right here, fold it on down a bit. You could like, it doesn't matter how you do this. There you go. Oh, hang on. There we go. We are. Now what you want to do is get these things back into a proper alignment to where you can, I think you can just tab these things down right here. More or less. Well, no, I don't think you really can, but there we go. There we are. And there we go. There you have that right there, and just bring this back on up. I already have these things on out right here. Show you guys how these combine. Now, before I combine these things under here, I'm going to go ahead and take these things right here. You want to take this, and it's like rotate this around. And rotate this around too. Now you guys can bring up the fingers if you want to, but they do have a little bit of clearance down here to like go ahead and just, you know, like you can just bring them on up or bring them up ever so slightly, or lay them on down like that. And now what you want to do with these two is like connect these two together. Now, so far from what I've seen some people do, and I've managed to practice this myself, they put them right up here. They put them right here on the shoulder, and that's not where you put them. If you really want to be accurate to the show, you want to put them on in the pegs right here. I don't know why other collectors have done this right, did that right there, but I'm just going to go ahead, tap that right there. There we go. This thing on this side right here, tap this on to right here. Now for the final bit right here, what you want to do is you want to take this thing right here, move him on off to the side, take this one bit right here, put it on, rotate it on down, do this little bit right here, rotate this on down right here. There you go. Take this right here, connect it right to there. Now what you want to do is, like I accidentally fold that back on in, what you want to do is, and I love this little gimmick right here. These will help to form the feet, but quite frankly, like, but quite frankly, we all know he can't combine into a robot mode. But y'all know that from right there. Now, what you want to do is like take this one little peg right here, bring it on out. I kind of consider this as a bit of a downfall, a downside right here, because of how you combine this right here. He has like 3 tabs, so you want to tab on 2 right here. They've already measured these on out well before they made Tidal Wave, or while they were making Tidal Wave. There we go, and just tab. There's like a tab. Well, there's like a slot right there. We go. There it is. They are. You have that all fully combined, and take the Star Saber right here, much like in the show, and just put that into him into his fist right there. And here you have the combined mode of the miniature fleet with Megatron. I honestly do not have Galvatron. I was like, I'm just not going to grab him on up because kind of a bit pointless. But at the same time, I wouldn't mind him. But I just didn't really feel grabbing him on up. So there you have. They have this right here. They have this combined mode right here. Now, for a real quick size comparison with this, I want to go ahead and bring on up the original Armada. I know I should have done him last, but the original combined mode, I find this one to be a lot better compared to this one. I'll be brutally honest. I do like this one compared to this one. So yeah, this is the combined mode overall for both of them. Yeah, that, and he comes complete with his little mini-con. So yeah, they have that right there. I'm also going to quickly do Optimus Prime right here. Power linked with Jeff Iron Overload. You guys can definitely see how much bigger he is compared to him. This one a little bit is a bit just downwards for some odd reason. I'm going to bring the camera close so I can readjust it real fast. There we go. We have that. There we go. So yeah, you guys can see how big these two are together. Put it down there. Look at comparison with Optimus Prime right here. And one last comparison. One last one. Now this one is probably going to be only done with the combined Titan mode. You guys can definitely see how big he is compared to him. Okay, now apparently I'm having some technical difficulties, especially since I can't even transfer like I'm having a difficulty transferring stuff from. I threw it over here. I'm having to use my other phone right now to record the rest of this. Especially since my other phone is having some pretty bad complications connecting to my laptop. So I'm thinking I might have to just transfer all that I have onto this phone right here that I'm using right now in order to properly edit the videos and whatnot. Because even though it's connecting to this laptop right here, it's not solidly connecting. So I could try it in the other room. But right now, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys how to assemble my microphones right here. I'm going to try to assemble all of Tidal Wave back into his rubber mode. I've already gotten a great deal of him already, mostly assembled-ish. So far, I'm going to close the laptop down. Well, then I don't have him fully assembled, but I'm going to go ahead and just clip these back on in right here. Oh, also don't forget, you want to take these things right here in the little feet, push them down there. And also, I will admit, I did not do these things. I did not do these little feet right here. The little feet that are inside here. I honestly do not know why they decided to grab the feet. I honestly don't know why they have these little feet right here, but just to show you all on Megatron right fast, because these two tab in right here. Probably just give them a hair amount of height, just a hair, but quite frankly, I don't see the whole purpose behind that right there. Albeit Van's Hobby isn't the same thing, but it's an option. But like these are options that you guys can do or not. So, yeah, there you go. That right there. Take this thing right here. And then I'm just gonna use this foot right here. That's ish. Push this on down. I forgot to push. Always remember, push these little pegs on down first. Sorry if I'm not getting the microphone properly. I'm going to try putting it right here where I can just kind of plug on into it. Push the cell phone back a good bit. But yeah, I'm having some complications right now. But these things right here, I've got to do one little thing, and that's rotate these things back around. Got to rotate these things back around right here. There you go, they have that. And just plug them back right there. There we go. Now what you want to do is take this thing and just fold this under completely. There you go. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to take this, separate it. I could have just left it separated. I just realized that. Now to fully reassemble all Tidal Wave, you want to first want to do this. Rotate that right there. Rotate this leg on down right here. There we go. That. Go ahead and pull up the other leg. But yeah, he's definitely a parts former from what you saw earlier, like earlier in the video. So I have my head a bit of a distance away. I'm going to try to experiment with something. On! There we go. There we are. He's going to scare you. Now rotate this arm on down. Rotate this around. There you go. Rotate this arm down, around. There you go. Now these arms are very specific. These pieces are very specific. This piece right here will go. There's like no hole in this arm right here. So this thing has, so this piece has like a little tab right here. You have to push this in like so. Tab that into place. It's a bit difficult in grabbing it on the side, but once you grab it on the side and once you pull it on out, then yeah, you'll be able to have the combiner piece right there. With this piece right here, do the same thing. This thing has a little hole in it right here to where this little piece right here will go. A little piece right there, the little thing that's inside of his arm right here. I do like that one. I do like this right here, like the little, like, I forget what this is called, the bridge, same arm. So push this on in right here, and there you go. Here you are. This is why I said I'm surprised they didn't have it to where this thing is on, these arms are on sliders. This is why he's not a full-fledged piece, parts former. Now, what you want to do with the chest right here, rotate the chest around and push it back on down, and it has all these little tabs, right here that will tab into place on the Tidal Wave right there. And we'll go ahead and fold these things on up right here. Now, with this, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to show you all right fast. A couple of slots right in the little arms right there. In the back, you have a couple of slots, a couple of tabs. Sorry about the light behind me. Let me try and fix this one up. I should have done this much earlier in the video. There we go. There we are. Hopefully that won't be as bad. We got a couple of tabs in the back right here. Push this back in there. Tab that into place. Move that right there. Little skirt comes up right there. Other skirt comes up right there as well. I think you can turn them at the waist unless. Well, I don't think I've ever tried to turn them at the. Oh, you can turn them at the waist. You can. Bring that back on down. And here we go. There we are. There we have that. Too bad his mouth does not move at all. But yeah, this is all of Titan class Tidal Wave and his ginormous robot mode. You can pretty much do him in like a pose if you want to. Like bend the knees right there. Press through the splits, and you can bring up his arm right here. Push it on down. Rotate this one around. It rotates and this and the socket in here, the socket that's right in here rotates. This arm it just sticks on in while the socket right there rotates. His head also rotates, primarily due to the base mode. But yeah, other than that, they most definitely did a really great job. I forgot to combine this version of Tidal together for his overall robot mode. How did I forget to do this? I guess I was too distracted by how annoying, my laptop was being and whatnot. There we go. Pretty much put Megatron back to where it was, so I could potentially do maybe a comparison with him with Tidal Wave right here. Yeah, this shouldn't take me no more than a minute or two. Yeah, if I do it right the first time. And I call myself a Transformers fan. Did I put that on the right? Did I put this on the right area? These two are not in the right areas at all. And the missile shot out. The missile shot out. Yay, the missile shot out. So yeah, there we go. Put in the arms first. There we go. For the legs, and I did not do that one correctly. There we go. And that's right, the screw bit is not to be facing outwards. There we go. I don't think it matters. Right, this one right here. And here we go. Now in his robot mode. Yeah, I forgot to do him earlier. I forgot to transform him earlier. But yeah, here's all Tidal Wave in his gigantic Titan class mode. Very, very nicely done. I must say that right there. They did a pretty good job. And he is not as tall as Metroplex. I'm going to do the quick size comparison with him. You're not going to believe this. But Metroplex, I think they even know if Tidal Wave was in his... I forgot to do the other comparison of him in his vehicle mode, but he is definitely much taller than Tidal Wave. He's like a little bit taller than Tidal Wave. He's just a little bit taller than him. I will admit, I forgot to do the comparison of him while he was still in his little, attack ship mode. But yeah, there he is. So we're going to go ahead and do Optimus Prime. Leave with Jetfire and Overload. See how that compares. You'll see how that scales right there. He is with Leader Class Megatron. Definitely towering over him. He is with the original Armada Megatron. Definitely towering over him. Let's see here. Grab this guy up right here, up and over, and I'm going to put him with Naval Commander combined with X-Load and Skyflame. He's definitely taller than him, but like by just a bit. So yeah, you can definitely tell how big he is compared to him. And also, I saw this on Prime vs. Prime YouTube channel of Optimus Prime next to him. Not gameplay-wise tall, but yeah, he's definitely tall. He's definitely tall. And also, last but not least, we have the much smaller version compared to him. And you guys can see how big he is compared to his original version. He's towering. And quite frankly, I will say this, I do wish that Hasbro would have fixed up a few little areas to make him more original in the transformation compared to what we got right here. But still, it's a lot better than what we have. But still, it's a lot better than what I was originally thinking. A lot better. And I don't think we have, I think the closest we have to the Unicom Powerlink port is right here, but it's like a flat port. and also push. And also, well, you can't push this any further because like the little bridge piece is right in his little arm right there. And I thought it was going to poke on out, but it doesn't poke on out. It just leaves this little square. Just leaves just enough space just for enough clearance. Also, if you open up his little thumbs right here, you can see his little cannons. His little cannons right there. He's ready to take down the Decepticon. Well, he's ready to take down some Autobots. He's ready to take down some Autobots. But yeah, I'll say this: he's a really good Titan class figure. He's a really good Titan class figure right here. Also, I forgot, like, there's a couple. They definitely put quite a few tabs on Tidal Wave right here, like maybe to help secure him for his overall robot mode. Other than that, I'm not 100% for certain right there. But yeah, I do like what they did with Tidal Wave right here. Definitely well worth having in your collection. So yeah, this is Legacy Armada Universe Titan Class Tidal Wave. And if you all have enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe with me and Richmaker. Check me out on my social media outlets, social media, other social media pages or what have you. Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Discord, and so on. And until next one, on top of mine, I'll be signing off right now. So, peace out!